What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Shadows in Valhalla. Definitely one of the most insane sets to drop. Really the reprint set that we feel like Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge should have been. Dropping so many bombs on the market in a single day. Being released over at Worlds where people could pack it, and the entire 60 card set has been brought out, dominating that 100 card set. And there's buyouts already from it. There's cards to talk about. How will they bottom out? Will they be able to recover? And then also other things happening on the market. So let's go ahead and talk about it all. Invoked Purgatorio. You're telling me lowest one now is $7.50 over here? All right. It seems some people didn't want the snail mail for half the price. $3, because I think a $6 one did disappear from TCG Player. And then we see $3 over here before it's $6 on eBay as well. Ooh, big ooh. Then we go over here. Raijin is just creeping up a little bit. Our Instant Fusion buddy here at $3.21 before quickly going up to $5. Alrighty. We see also on eBay $3, $2.50 your best offer. Not the biggest hurry over here. My thing with Raijin is he's not played as much as an Invoked. A lot of extra decks ended up cutting him. So this is kind of now the hardest Invoked to get, Purgatorio, that you will be consistently playing because, let's face it, we got Meltdown reprinted, we got Alistair reprinted, we got Invocation reprinted, basically everything you needed overall. Meltdown, everything that you can possibly need for this deck all in one pack with a brand new card, the Invoked Link Monster, giving new life and breath into this deck that could possibly let it play on the competitive level once again, along with the Mech Knight Link. We're getting a lot of really cool tools. So Purgatorio ends up being the buyout here. In my opinion, we'll see it fall back down from this price just a little bit, but we could, I don't know, it really just depends. Megalo was up there without doing much in the meta for a really long time. They were bubbling and like topping once or twice here and there. I really don't know where Purgatorio will land, but I don't see Raijin like going up or staying up. Purgatorio's the tougher call because even though it has a lot more quantity than Megalo, with Megalo having been a shorter print, Purgatorio is a really good card as well. Like, you force a goat from the back row and you make a Purgatorio. That's just game, and that's pretty awesome. Mermail Abyss Megalo. It's being reprinted, and it was holding a hefty $15 price point here. That's really big. And that's just for the common version, and the secrets, of course, were more. Where will the fallout be? Well, these versions are dead. The battle pack versions are going to lose a ton of value, but will it be like a $3 card to a $5 card? I think it's definitely better than Tias because it's more iconic. It's necessary for the deck, but we do look back to Tias where we got a huge influx of copies. 25 cents. There's just nobody playing this deck, and even when the Mermail Link Monster eventually comes out from the first Reigns pack, will it hype this at all and help it out? This is going to be a highly open set, and if there's an unlimited run, there's just no doubt in my mind that Megalo is going to bottom out and stay at maybe a max of $3 with this new version, similar to how when the Battle Pack 1 came out. It was really sought after, though, and people do like completing this deck. It's one of the hardest pieces. We'll really have to watch it, but I just don't see it passing $3, where you have other cards in this set like Ash Blossom that are higher chase cards, Twin Twisters that are staples throughout time. It's really hard to tell. Speaking of really cool cards that had high prices before, Golden Bamboo Sword was sitting at around 10 some odd dollars. We see listings at $6. People trying to fire sell these and get money back out of them. There's a huge comparison for this card that happened in Relentless Revenge as well. Into the Void, a draw card that was for a lot of rogue decks that tons of people enjoyed. It's more the rogues trying to be competitive, making their Exodia decks streamlined, or going into other FTK/OTK decks. And this was $16 before its reprint. Now, where's it at now? Where are you at? It's at under $1. I really thought this was a good investment, and I thought over time this would be $2, $3. It's just so easy to get. It's so easy. The influx of quantities just overmet the demand, and I think very similarly, Golden Bamboo Sword's going to do that. It may start out trying to be a little higher, but it's going to be a $1 card. The card that you all are going to be searching for now is Broken Bamboo Sword, because so many people are going to have play sets of Golden that Broken is now going to be the card you're after, and it's a short print common out of Tactical Evolution. Really hard to get. It's about a $6 common now. Question is, will this be flooded after, similar to these Invoke cards once people realize this, or will y'all hold off until OTS Pack 8's announcement, just a couple weeks around the corner, not risk it for the biscuit, and see if Konami saw what they're doing with this reprint, and then went after Broken Bamboo Sword later? I personally think it's a great candidate for an OTS pack, which is why I personally would go away from getting multiple copies. Maybe my one personal copy, if I was really scared of it heading back past the $6 mark to like 10s and 12s, similar to how Golden was as a 3 of. Because now this is like your only real target you're going after besides Golden with your Cursed Bamboo Swords. So make your decision now, kind of dig your heels in. Buy it, don't buy it. I personally think OTS 8 pack would be a great place for that. And another draw card put in here that's only $6. I think you can say rest in peace this price, similar to Into the Void also. Golden Bamboo Sword definitely has a better chance than Magic Planner, in my opinion. But all these are great. I feel like great long-term keeps. Really good cards. And they're just being reprinted to the point where they're going to have no current value. 3 to 5 years down the line, I'm not necessarily sure how far they can go up or if they'll just stay the same because there's no demand for them in competitive play currently. But really great draw cards that do their thing. They're all going to be bottomed out here for you guys to have at an amazing price. So take advantage of that and, you know, get your play sets and keeps for basically nothing. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I highly suggested you guys get the First Ed Secret if you had to get one. Because, let's face it, some people are still going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! They got rid of their cards after the WCQ. They might have had some tournaments and were like, okay, it's fallen minimally down towards 43 for First Ed near mints with people that are motivated to sell. Now we go to Ash Blossom in general, and let's see how far the Ultra has fallen. I've been waiting to look at this. Ooh, 27s already. The set hasn't even dropped. Nice fall there. 47 versus... okay, it's almost like my advice was right there. The Ultra is likely not to hold much value over the Supers, in my opinion. Supers, honestly, to me, and a lot of duels end up looking better, but that is to taste. There are going to be people that like the Ultras more, and this variant will be harder to get than the Supers by far. Now, it looks like everybody's been pulling Ash out of their box, at least 1 copy to 2 copies, but it's a lot of 1 copy pulls as well. So let's assume that we're going to see a minimum of 12 per case, 1 per box, and maybe 18 per case. Every other box has 2, right? So let's assume 18 per case. That's a pretty good amount of Ash Blossoms. That's 6 playsets per $700 open, and of course there's tons of other amazing cards. Ash Blossom, I think realistically, will start out at $8 to $10. Similar to the other hand traps that people have looked at in the past, such as Ghost Ogre, Droll Lock, those kinds of things. Even the Ghost Ogre wasn't as prominent, still keeping a pretty amazing price. Ash Blossom, highly used, highly weighted for this reprint. It'll be grabbed up, and we see it pulled and brave. There were people trying to do pre-sales, and they've been cleaned up earlier, so like those seem to be gone. They were pretty high-rated sellers, I think, Black Market and Chow Productions. So those pre-sales seem to have been booted off of because you can't put cards that aren't the right version in here. Just don't do that on TCG Player. Go to eBay with your pre-sales, my dudes. Twin Twisties. This is one of the ones I think are better to pick up long-term if you can get them cheap from people who don't care about them. We're going to enter formats with back row once again once Light Stage finally dies and we see some slowdowns here and there. And there's definitely going to be decks that like to pitch the monsters, such as we get a Phantom Knight Link coming up and more Phantom Knight cards. I definitely think we're going to see formats where people want to discard for their back row destruction, and we see this falling quickly because there's going to be a ton more Twin Twisters than ever before. Well, I say ever before, but this was a freaking structure deck that was heavily opened. So we'll see what happens. It's its new highest rarity of all things. But again, not many people playing this card in the current format. It's going to be a good option again someday, though, as pendulums might end up rising. Hitting those scales are always nice. You're able to clear through back row decks that might play skill drain and that kind of stuff. There's definitely going to be a format where this ends up again. So just slowly but cheaply pick yours up. Cyberdark Impact, I think the DT is dead. It's just going to fall completely. I don't think anything will happen to the secret rare similar to it, though, because the Tactical Evolution secrets are just so high up there, and they really are a collector's card. The collector's market has evened out so much on things like ultimate rares and things like this, so you will want to probably not just like jump off the ship with this, especially if you have first editions. Unlimiteds, I still don't think it's just the rarity of the card that's keeping it like that. I do think that the secret rares have their collectability, but the DT, I think, will surely be falling off. Similarly, Magma Neos, I believe, has multiple versions. Let's go Magma Neos. I believe it had like a super or ultra at some point. Yeah, here it is, a super rare. This card's gonna die and fall off in price too, even though it's from a legendary collection. People aren't gonna initially want to lose their money on cards like these. They're gonna try to hold the line, but to sell them, they're gonna have to keep lowering and lowering and lowering, and the sales rate's just gonna be awful. Whereas the secret rare, the original secret rares, there's just so few near mint that they're going, and it's a hero card of all things, it's gonna kind of stay up there. It definitely is in terms of like being wanted and having its price. So don't panic sell these if you're a collector just because you got a new reprint. And I don't think you needed me to tell you that, but just in case, don't panic sell. The only thing you should be panic selling are the DT Cyberdark Impacts, in my opinion. We also had Vision Hero Trinity. This one is only expensive because it's rare. It's going to be tanking too. These are all my opinions, by the way, but I definitely have seen enough markets and enough reprints to know stuff like this is only expensive because it's hard to get, and we do have plenty of past ways to look into that. Oh yeah, I was saving that one, just saying. World Legacy Succession keeps succeeding its previous prices. $13, $14. This is crazy on TCG Player, but it's why we always check both. We do have a copy available. 8, 850, 9, but it starts to quickly go up over here. I played the Palladions, I believe they're called, the Crusadias, for the first time this weekend on stream. I really enjoy Crusadia, and I think it's highly underestimated, and there's a lot of innovation to be had with that deck. Rescue Cat in that deck, plus any Crusadia monster that you can summon from your hand, ends up being like your Equimax plus Naturia Beast. It is so freaking good in there. I don't think a lot of people thought about shoving Rescue Cat in there, so you might want to test that out. Rescue Cat proving itself this last format in Burning Abyss, possibly going to do it in this deck. And then you get that, I believe it's one of the world cards out that are able to have a negate too. Man, you just set up some crazy boards, and it is awesome. And we go down and we look at Equimax's price. Whew! $10 on here as well. Like, it is pretty crazy how much people like this deck. It's going to be a really good rogue option, in my opinion. I highly underestimated it from the start, and I truly have been enjoying playing it. It's one of those decks that it's something new to pick up that is fun, and I initially liked it when it was released, but I didn't think it was going to be doing the level of things it was doing, like setting up a Nat Beast with 2 negates. I did not see that coming with such low equity. 3 cards. Ooh. Ooh, it's so good, and I really enjoyed that. I'll try to see if I can't pull back up a deck profile for that or something later. If you guys want to see it, let me know down below. And I have a final note here, but this is mainly for that deck, and also like the Mech Knight Link searches it. There's a lot. It's an extender in several other decks. Definitely a good card in my opinion. Highly underestimated on its release, and now it's really seeing kind of where it deserves to be at. I just want to take a note here, take a time to stop you and say, remember all the plant buyouts for that Aromage we never got? Think with your big brain this year. Yes, you might save some money getting things in advance, but you might also spend some money you're never even going to get to use in the game moving forward. The things on our ban list for cards that we never got. It's actually crazy. So do consider that as cards and announcements come out for Link Brains Pack 2. No matter what, there's going to be an impact on our market when exciting new hype cards are released. Use this when you're pulling out your wallet on those cards, though. Realistically think, are we going to get that? When are we going to get that? And will prices bottom out, get rebought, bottom out, get rebought again and again on the way to that card? Take your time. Pick the cards up you want at a reasonable pace. You're already going to probably be spending a lot on Shadows and Valhalla cards, Megatons. So much is coming out. don't get your wallet tied up in bad buyouts, or you can always support the stream. Know what I'm saying. I'm actually planning like my 2 biggest streams coming up. Konami releases the Megatons, like one of the best Megatons ever, and then they also release Shadows in Valhalla and make it just the bomb, the best set like that I've seen in a long time. Ooh, back to back. Oh, why did I plan my streams around now? But seriously, Bachelor Party stream on the September 21st. Feel free to join. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the discussion, and let me know down below what you think about stuff like these invoked buyouts. Will they last, or will they be going down? Is Trio now the hardest card to get, and it's going to stay up because of that and an archetype, or is that is the new Link monster, you know, gonna help cap this price by being an expensive card? What, is Invoke just doomed to have 2 expensive cards? And what do you think about the draw cards? Are they going to meet similar fates as Into the Void? Or no, because Golden Bamboo might have better implications in the meta thanks to cards like Isolde and the Warriors that are able to dump this for free and get advantage. Let me know what you think. And please OTS Pack 8. Please. Please. I'm actually not going to buy one. I'm going to wait for you, Konami. Do something right.